Hello everyone, this is Maffuman coming at you with the StarCraft Star Battle. We got a 6-on-6 ship building action game starring GetOSC. GetOSC is going to start off with those afterburners. Afterburners are going to help him move a little faster, shoot a little faster, 1.71 speed as well. We got a Fire Stash coming on in. He's with the Guardian. Guardian has the Dark Swarm, helps him defend himself, heal up a little bit as well. Dakota, Void Ray, going to come in with 1.71 speed. No abilities, so he has a little bit extra money. Puts that into Prismatic Beam. Captain. Looks like Captain's going to start off with 1.81 speed, 4 lasers, and no abilities. Now, 4 lasers will definitely help him farm. We're going to see how much farm he can get in before his team realizes that he doesn't have any abilities to support them otherwise. Milad going to start off with Phase Disruptors at 1, no abilities as well. Nignobob going to start off with 1.71 speed to catch up to the rest of his team. He's a little bit further out at the moment. Gnome going to start off with that Blink as a Void Ray on the red side, boinging around the rocks, but finding himself in a good position to nope and try to farm up as well. He's got that Blink, so he has a little bit of ability to back farm at the moment, and that's what he is doing. Golden Angel going to retreat. Golden Angel started off with Cloak in the very beginning. Now Cloak is a great ability. It's just one of those very intensive 20 energy investment, 10 per second. When you only have 250 energy, that is really like a couple of seconds, and sometimes lasting a couple of seconds is not as good as advertised. We have so he's gonna just be attacked by Captain and Dakota. Doesn't want to press his buttons just yet. Looks like Bung could heal him, but isn't. Bung actually couldn't do very much except for healing. He only has Shield Transfer, which is his innate ability. 1.81 speed, a little bit of damage and range, but no other fancy abilities. Havoc and Dr. Chunk are the two Leviathans for the red side, just like there are two Guardians for the blue side. If you have two Zerg ships, apparently they have to go in a pair. Fire Stash and GetOSC are going to use that gas to the advantage. The gas of the Dark Swarm provides a little bit of protection from ranged abilities. Havoc says, well, if I don't have any ranged abilities, how about I just slap you in the face? And that's what he's doing. He's going to have to retreat, though. They are tanky ships, but neither of them have the ability to heal at the moment. They could upgrade it, they just don't have it right now. Havoc realized that 1.4 speed is not actually very good. Now he does have warp, but let's hope he figures out that he has to upgrade speed as well. In this game there is no respawn, and without respawn you die, and then you don't come back. Looks like Nignobob is going to try to abuse and do some damage as well, figuring out that when you have Acid Spores and Broodling, they only shoot going forward, so Zudapig is going to retreat back into the safety of the base. Looks like there's some hot Void Ray on Void Ray on Void Ray action right here. Dakota going on back to base where it's safe to protect himself from the double back farming of Gnome as well as Golden Angel. Golden Angel having the Cloak in case of danger, and Gnome having some Blink and Cloak as well. Now because there's some Void Rays on Void Rays back here, the rest of the blue side is going to have to retreat as well. They're going to figure out that because this back farming, there's always a question. Do you want to go for a Golden Goose Chase? Do you want to actually attack them? Will you catch them? Probably not, but if you don't attack them, then they're going to just make more money, they're going to blink away, and that's what they're doing. But it does stop them from back farming too far. One thing that would definitely be helpful is if there were some energy drain, but nobody has it at the moment. And so right now, relatively easy, even in the very beginning, reading this whole counter, there are 6 ships on each side, and each of the teams has about the same amount of money. 100 or so either way, it's not really going to break it. Golden Angel using that Cloak. He is now out of energy, so Fire Stash could attack him, but now he's escaped to the point where he's far enough away that they can't. GetOSC running away. He's got 777 monies at the moment. You get money from killing these little ships right here, and that's what he's done. He has to go back to base to upgrade it. Unlike Dr. Chunk is Leviathan. Leviathans have the infield upgrades ability, so he can spend that 375 that he has as soon as the evolution comes in. He may be saving it. Sometimes it's beneficial to go back to base to get installations such as some healing abilities, some interception. If he wants to go for Frenzy in the very beginning, I guess he could. But that is a unique Leviathan ability. Looks like Nignobob is going to find himself in between two Leviathans. That's exactly where you do not want to be. He doesn't have any healing abilities as well, and the captain cannot recharge his shields because he doesn't have any shields. He's a guardian. Will this be enough? Firestar is going to have to come on in, maybe try to save him with the Dark Swarm, and he does do that right there. It does make the rest of the team go away, and with that, he's going to launch his own Scourge into that. He's going to press the Adrenal Overload to heal himself, and the Pig's going to be in a position where he's definitely taking a lot of damage. Where's the Raven? The Raven's over here is not healing up because, and Firestar takes out Zoo the Pig in the very beginning of the game. Firestar himself might be taken out as well if he only has 1,000 life and he's being healed right there. It's the double Void Ray action right there, burning him, and is that going to be enough? We're going to have the double Void Rays just firing out where he can actually attack, some of them being close, some of them not being. With Milad coming on in, he's got the feedback and the electromagnetic storms, but then Dr. Chunk is also in position. It's back and forth action, shooting, and we got GetOSC pushing up. He's got missiles, but missiles are not going to help him if he can't attack him. Bob is going to be back there attacking the Havoc. GetOSC was not able to pick up any attacks right there. Havoc is going to going around the rocks. He's got to get feedback. He's going to go be attacked by missiles, and also Dakota's staying on him, only doing 60 damage per thing. It is enough. Milad takes out Havoc in the very beginning of the game. We have back and forth. The game just went from a 6 versus 6 to a 4 now versus 5. And while that's happening, the entire red side is just healing up. But looks like Captain is back at base. Dakota is up here farming as well, and GetOSC, Milad, and Nignobob are going to be in the middle in this little Goldilocks area where all the farm is, while the red side heals up. Now, in this version of the of Star Battle, multiple ships can be healed at the base, unlike 3.1. But even with that, it just allowed the blue side some time to make more money in the meantime. But Gnome is going to try to attack. Gnome actually could have possibly continued on and killed GetOSC. He just didn't have enough energy in the very beginning. He only has a 400 potential right there. Bob is going to be quite hurt. He doesn't have the Dark Storm right now. And with 1-2 Void Rays and Dr. Tongue providing support, Nignobob is taken out right there. Beautiful feedback by Captain to Golden Angel, being stormed by Milad. Now, he has two abilities. They both cost about the same amount of energy, but he realized that Golden Angel had less energy, and so he used Storm instead. Because feedback does damage proportional to how much energy you have and are taking. And it looks like Milad is now in the unfortunate position where he's behind enemy lines. He's going to feedback Gnome, so the Gnome cannot use his abilities. And Dr. Chunk's going to move on, and he's using the angle to properly attack. He has 75 energy right now, so he can't use any of his abilities. He does get feedback, so he can't use them eventually. Double feedback, sort of unnecessary because he, again, had very little energy to attack, but he's going to keep on pushing. Bung has EMP being used right there. It looks like while that's happening, the two Void Rays here are just trying to farm as much as possible. Now, they are more designed for damage against capital ships and invasion. They only have 2 upgrades to the Phaser Suckers, but they're just going to try 2-shot farm right there. And while that's happening, it looks like Dakota's going to go for a little Void Ray on Void Ray action, but not have enough speed to catch anybody. Not without any blink. Dr. Chunk's going to press his Rapid Regeneration button. Again, he looks like he's broke right now, but that's because he's been spending all his money on other cool stuff. Looks like the Observer. That's a cute little Observer buddy. Now, because in this game there is no respawn, it's a 4 versus 4. But one of the dead players is controlling the Observer. The Observer is spawned by Captain. Captain gave it over to somebody, and they are using it at the moment. He can press the detection button. Knows that there's 2 Void Rays. Knows that both of them have cloak. If you expend energy, you can detect them. Then press the escape button to undetect them, which is the worst button placement. I always feel like I'm gonna exit the game, but that's how it is. See the Pig leaves the game. He was the frigate who was dead. Dr. Chunk, he's a Leviathan. He's the only tank on this entire team, and there is somebody who can drain energy. But when it's sort of like the Incredibles principle, when everybody is a target, nobody's a target. So even though 1-2 people have feedback, Dr. Chunk says he might not be feedbacked because Gnome's a good target to feedback. Golden Angel's a great target to feedback. Bung's a good target to feedback. So, you know, less proportional chance. He is going to be feedback, though. So, I mean, obviously he's not going to have that happen to him while I'm talking about it. He's going to try to push up. He's got the range advantage, 11 range. Dr. Chunk is definitely a tank, but he's a tank who does most of his damage using his Slappy Tentacles. His Slappy Tentacles are only ever at 5 range. You can't Extendo, no Extendo Tentacles, no Extenzi. Yeah, no gas station pills for this guy. So he has to get close, and he has to run away, because he's getting poked right there by the long arms of the frigate. Looks like a double Void Ray action. He's going to try to escape. Now, Void Rays do a lot of damage, but they are very flimsy as well. So you can't just jump on in there. You can't just assume that you're safe. And beautiful blackout. 1, 2, 3 shots right there. Bung. 1, 2, 3. Get it with C. Middle Dakota. Who's going to be chosen? Possibly all 3. Dakota's going to boing on the rocks. Boing on the rocks is the worst decision right there. And will that be enough? They're going to actually just go around him. Actually, he's not being attacked right now. He's behind the enemy lines. He has his cloak. He's being used this cloak. Golden Angel, they kind of know that he's there. He's out of energy right now. It looks like Dr. Jones is going to try to attack him right there. He's got corruption on him as well. And he was in a position where he's being attacked, and Golden Angel blinks on up to a little bit more damage, but the Golden Angel Void Ray is out of energy and shields, and they will possibly not be able to get him. Captain is trying to heal as much as possible, even though the Void Ray does use his final energy to cloak the last little bit to get on out of there. Get OC providing missile support, but the missiles are at 11 range, but only doing 74 damage per 10 attacks. Okay, so he upgraded attacks. He didn't upgrade how much damage per attack, though. So it's shooting a lot, shooting very far, but not each missile doing very much damage at the moment. He's got 606, so maybe afterwards he will, but in that moment, that was not enough. Dr. Chunk going to try to retreat as well. We got a Golden Angel going to go around the side. The Void Rays at this point are actually kind of feeling kind of broke. They usually are used to kind of like back farming and back farming and back farming and then being the heroes. But if you only have 4 people, you can't have 2 people back farming. Dr. Chunk gonna try to get some of that sweet cash up here, but he's gonna have to also retreat as well because he knows that there is always the possibility of Void Ray action right here. It looks like Milad's going to go Void Ray hunting. He's got the feedback. He wants to use it, and Golden Angel also knows that that's the case, so he's going to use Cloak, but the Observer's on him, detecting as needed, and undetecting when needed as well, because you only have 150 energy as an Observer. And it looks like Milad's going to go on in there. He's going to feedback Golden Angel. Gnome has to make up for that while Golden Angel goes back up to 400 health or energy as much as possible. He gets feedbacked again. Again, it's not about the damage, it's just making sure you can't press that cloak button very much. And Dakota going to go on there. You get the beautiful EMP by Bung. The Blackout is back in action. He possibly uses it again. 1, 2 people hit right there. Dakota as well as Milad are hit by Bung right there. Dr. Chunk hitting the Angry Pills and hitting Frenzy. Doubles the damage, doubles the speed. Is that quite enough? No, because he's just not quite in the position. Now, it did scare them, it did make them retreat, but he wasn't able to capitalize and get a kill right there. Get OC is going to hit the Hot Cheetos and move a little faster and shoot a little faster. We have to retreat as well. Looks like the missiles were upgraded, 116 to every missile at 11 range and 10 damage, or 10 missile shot per round. Gnome knows that, doesn't want to get hit, doesn't want to use his energy either. So it's kind of a question of how much you can go around the people. Once you do get close to them, you can do some damage, but you have to get close to do damage. Dr. Chunk shooting up. Now he knows he's going to get feedbacked, but he has 475 energy, so even though he's going to get feedbacked, he can at full energy make it back, relatively quickly. Sometimes, if the option of not being shot isn't an option, you might as well learn how to take it and keep on going. Looks like we got some Sky Furies over here. These Sky Furies and these Tempests are just spawned by the house, by the respective motherships and such. They're just gonna fly, be shot at, do some damage, help you farm, but they're not. There's no secret carriers here. Took a little break from casting because I got a new computer and I missed you guys, and I'm hoping to get back. I finally got new recording software, so don't kill me if the audio is not as good as I would like. But you know, hopefully we can get back into this because we got some Star Battle action right here. Dr. Chunk trying to go for some Milad right there. Milad using his feedback to drain the Leviathan energy and using his electromagnetic storm, but Dr. Chunk is just so chunky. Milad has 13 phase disruptors, because what else are you going to do? Golden Angel diving on in there, he's going to get burned right there. He's going to maybe have to go around the rocks, and if he doesn't go around the rocks, he could get shot as well. Get OSC's being right there. Beautiful blackout, 1, 2, 3, Bung with the blackout master right here. The only person who's not susceptible to it is on his own team, so he can be kind of a little bit less cautious when shooting it because he won't accidentally black out the Leviathan. Get OSC pushing up there. He's going to try to do as much damage as possible. Going to try to get as much money as possible. But while that's happening, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 ship back in the healing range. It looks like while that's happening, Milad is just using his range 9 and phase disruptors to one shot to farm up as much as possible. He's got about 800 money, which he can turn into something else. Maybe a stasis could help. We're not entirely sure. You know, maybe just some generally healing as well. He only heals at 60 right there. He's going to feed back Gnome. Golden Angel is going to blink on in there. He's got the Observer on him. He's cloaked as well. Looks like Dr. Chunk's going to try to cut the angles. He's 1.71 speed plus 0.04. Is that going to be enough? Milad is taking a whole bunch of damage. He's going to feed back Dr. Chunk. Dr. Chunk's going to run away. He's out 2.12 speed, so he is quite speedy. And while that's happening, it looks like, yes, Milad is going to be able to escape. Arbiter back here, Captain. He has the cloaking field. He can cloak his allies and not himself, unlike the Voider who can cloak themselves. And it looks like Ghetto sees strategies to put 1K into missiles. He's not lying. It's not quite 1,000. It's almost there, you know. What's another couple minerals between friends? We have you know, Golden Angel trying to farm as much as possible. Now these Void Rays are just, they really want to farm, but they can't back farm, and they have to kind of like be very specific. And the Void Rays, although they do a lot of damage, are terrible on offense. These actually are, the Warp Prisms outrange them, always shooting at range 10 as opposed to the missile, the prismatic beam, which is at 8. So they're always going to do some damage and can always detect. So the cloaking, not helpful. The beam, not enough. After a certain point, you can beam down the entire thing, but you're going to take damage to do it. Blink, blink away. Even though Ghetto is relatively faster, 1.82 speed, Bung is faster at 2.02 and 1.86. Actually, it's funny, 1.96. But they both have some fancy abilities like Cloak and you know, Blink to get him out of there. He could catch Dr. Chunk, which is Dr. Chunk is on the other side of the map, and it looks like all of this damage is kind of like not being shot. But if you blink, that blackout right there is great. We got a Golden Angel, Dr. Chunk trying to return the favor. Every time that they're blacked out is like just another couple of seconds where they're just unable to do any more damage. Double beaming on right there. Dakota taking a whole bunch of damage. Captain, he has the cloaking field. Is he going to press the button though? He's going to keep on trying to. Yes, he does right there. Now, because he's using the cloaking field, he's going to be the target right there. Because if you can't see the other targets, they're going to be the targets right there. Turning around, back and forth action. These Tempests kind of fly in the direction right where they're supposed to, but they are going to be eventually taken out. They're just in the meantime, they're getting a couple extra shots of extra low damage right there to do that. Dakota, Golden Angel has no energy left, and so he can't press the clicking button. It costs 20 just to press the button, and then it's just a second of not being shot. And Dr. Chunk taking a whole bunch of damage. Bung was taken out by Milad. Milad just takes out the Raven right there. Gnome is going to try to get some revenge on that right there. Dr. Chunk, so little health, but also wants to protect his team. Milad attacking Gnome. Gnome getting feedbacks again, and taken out. And it looks like with that, Milad does survive the onslaught of the Void Rays right there. Dr. Chunk, the tank, couldn't quite heal up enough in time. He does have about 5,000 life left, but that's not going to be quite there. Getosi just going to push on up. He's going to try to use the range and do a little bit of shooting, but this tower is going to add a little bit of protection. He does outrange it, but not by much, so he's kind of doing this little dancey dance right there to avoid that circle while trying to farm as well. This battle station is adding a lot of protection, as well as the the command center is at full damage as long as this battle station is as active. Dr. John's going to use the interception to get a little bit closer. He's going to try to do as much damage as possible. He's going to see that there's a very tasty Milad right there, but he's going to have to retreat because he doesn't want to be attacked by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships right there, 4 ships right there. Dakota doing as much damage as possible, not trying to dive too much, and Dr. Junk is taken out by GetOSC. Looks like Milad is going to almost die. He is being healed very barely. Golden Angel is going to try to retreat as well. We got 1, 2 shots right there, and there is going to be game. I have missed you guys, and I will try to cast some more. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Press like, press subscribe. We're doing StarCraft Star Battle all the time. Starting soon.